Section 7 of the Mabinogion, Volume 1. Translated by Lady Charlotte Guest. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Martin Geeson. Section 7. And the next day Peredur rode forth to the meadow, and that day he vanquished a multitude of the host. And at the close of the day there came a proud and stately knight, and Peredur overthrew him, and he besought his mercy. "Who art thou?" said Peredur. "I am steward of the palace," said he. "And how much of the maiden's possessions are under thy control?" "1/3 part," answered he. "Verily," said Peredur, "thou shalt fully restore to the maiden her possessions, and moreover thou shalt give her meat and drink for 200 men, and their horses, and their arms, and for thyself thou shalt be her captive." And immediately it was so done. And the third day Peredur rode forth to the meadow, and he vanquished more that day than on either of the preceding. And at the close of the day an earl came to encounter him, and he overthrew him, and he besought his mercy. "Who art thou?" said Peredur. "I am the earl," said he. "I will not conceal it from thee." "Verily," said Peredur, "thou shalt restore the whole of the maiden's earldom, and shalt give her thine own earldom in addition thereto, and meat and drink for 300 men, and their horses and arms, and thou thyself shalt remain in her power." And thus it was fulfilled. And Peredur tarried 3 weeks in the country, causing tribute and obedience to be paid to the maiden, and the government to be placed in her hands. "With thy leave," said Peredur, "I will go hence." "Verily, my brother, desirest thou this?" "Yes, by my faith, and had it not been for love of thee, I should not have been here thus long." "My soul," said she, "who art thou?" "I am Peredur, the son of Evrawc from the north, and if ever thou art in trouble or in danger, acquaint me therewith, and if I can, I will protect thee." So Peredur rode forth. And far thence he met him a lady, mounted on a horse that was lean, and covered with sweat. And she saluted the youth. "Whence comest thou, my sister?" Then she told him the cause of her journey. Now she was the wife of the lord of the glade. "Behold," said he, "I am the knight through whom thou art in trouble, and he shall repent it who has treated thee thus." Thereupon, behold, a knight rode up, and he enquired of Peredur if he had seen a knight such as he was seeking. "Hold thy peace," said Peredur. "I am he whom thou seekest, and by my faith thou deservest ill of thy household for thy treatment of the maiden, for she is innocent concerning me." So they encountered, and they were not long in combat, ere Peredur overthrew the knight, and he besought his mercy. "Mercy thou shalt have," said Peredur, "so thou wilt return by the way thou camest, and declare that thou holdest the maiden innocent, and so that thou wilt acknowledge unto her the reverse thou hast sustained at my hands." And the knight plighted him his faith thereto. Then Peredur rode forward, and above him he beheld a castle, and thitherward he went. And he struck upon the gate with his lance, and then, behold, a comely auburn haired youth opened the gate, and he had the stature of a warrior, and the years of a boy. And when Peredur came into the hall, there was a tall and stately lady sitting in a chair, and many handmaidens around her. And the lady rejoiced at his coming. And when it was time, they went to meat. And after their repast was finished, "It were well for thee, chieftain," said she, "to go elsewhere to sleep." "Wherefore can I not sleep here?" said Peredur. "9 sorceresses are here, my soul, of the sorceresses of Gloucester, and their father and their mother are with them, and unless we can make our escape before daybreak, we shall be slain, and already they have conquered and laid waste all the country, except this one dwelling." "Behold," said Peredur, "I will remain here to night, and if you are in trouble, I will do you what service I can, but harm you shall not receive from me." So they went to rest. And with the break of day, Peredur heard a dreadful outcry. And he hastily arose, and went forth in his vest and his doublet, with his sword about his neck, and he saw a sorceress overtake one of the watch, who cried out violently. Peredur attacked the sorceress, and struck her upon the head with his sword, so that he flattened her helmet and her headpiece like a dish upon her head. "Thy mercy, goodly Peredur, son of Evrawc, and the mercy of Heaven." "How knowest thou, hag, that I am Peredur?" "By destiny, and the foreknowledge that I should suffer harm from thee. And thou shalt take a horse and armour of me, and with me thou shalt go to learn chivalry, and the use of thy arms." Said Peredur, "Thou shalt have mercy, if thou pledge thy faith thou wilt never more injure the dominions of the Countess." And Peredur took surety of this, and with permission of the Countess, he set forth with the sorceress to the palace of the sorceresses. And there he remained for 3 weeks, and then he made choice of a horse and arms, and went his way. And in the evening he entered a valley, and at the head of the valley he came to a hermit's cell, and the hermit welcomed him gladly, and there he spent the night. And in the morning he arose, and when he went forth, behold, a shower of snow had fallen the night before, and a hawk had killed a wild fowl in front of the cell. And the noise of the horse scared the hawk away, and a raven alighted upon the bird. And Peredur stood, and compared the blackness of the raven, and whiteness of the snow, and the redness of the blood, to the hair of the lady that best he loved, which was blacker than jet, and to her skin, which was whiter than the snow, and to the 2 red spots upon her cheeks, which were redder than the blood upon the snow appeared to be. Now Arthur and his household were in search of Peredur. "Know ye," said Arthur, "who is the knight with the long spear that stands by the brook up yonder?" "Lord," said one of them, "I will go and learn who he is."